to start.
Welcome to the whacked out Sunday night of me being dead tired and driving a nice Vegas to home. We have, of course, Rob and, of course, Taylor.
Oh, hey, I just got a notification. I got to leave. Old Man Eddie's live. I got to go watch
Oh,
his
yeah.
You gotta watch it. Cool. Go for it.
You should just rename this Eddie Bitches About Shit on Sunday
I ain't
night.
got nothing to bitch about. I'm tired. I am so not wanting to buy a lot of comic books, and I go to the shop and I go home. I guess that's bitching about it. So, yeah, fuck it.
Yes, that's literally
I'm too tired to realize that I'm bitching.
about being tired. Yeah.
We had a good time in Vegas. I mean, we ate my God, we went to this old time.
You ate food.
Well, that's the funny part because I left. I've been wanting. We lived there for 3 years. We've been there back and forth for 10.
Eddie's about to rant about some more shit. What's up, White Shadow?
Well, what's going on, guys? I'll be quiet now. What's up, Las Cruces?
You should share the StreamYard link. Maybe one of them will jump on, Eddie.
I'm going to do that. You guys talk.
All
I'm
right.
going to move some stuff around.
Yeah, there was this guy named Eddie, and he did things.
Yeah, he ate too much, and now he's fat and tired. Like the
But,
rest of us.
he got a ring, so he's going to marry his wife now. That's pretty nice of him.
Oh, you're finally going to marry your wife?
You guys are funny.
Make an honest woman out of her.
We've been married for 5 years already. So.
Ooh, 5 years.
Well, that's good.
Is Jason still driving back home? Does anybody know?
Probably. It's a long goddamn drive from Fargo to Oregon.
What did he do?
Comics to Adrian.
He did what? Sorry.
I don't know if it's common knowledge, so never mind. You can rewind it and find out what.
Well, no, he posted pictures of Adrian. I know
they met up. That's all I know.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's the extent of what I know.
Yeah,
and then he was planning to be back in time for Monday because he's doing the sidekicks art that we need for the show on Monday.
What's this week's sidekicks about?
The Amazing Spider-Man and the end of the Nick Spencer run, and our hopes and dreams as we move forward, and have a special guest coming on that is new to the community at large. Here does not run in this community, but he's a guy I work with. But he's used to own a comic book shop, and he's done his own web comic, and he's a huge ASM fan and stuff. Does a superhero movie podcast.
Nice.
So it's a different voice than the same voices you see and hear all the time.
Oh, that's good. I'm sick of all y'all.
And he hates Nick Spencer too.
Well, yeah, I'm getting ready to finally I have to get a tripod or something to hold my phone. But then I'm gonna actually start doing whatnot. I know Eddie hates it now and is dead with them. They're dead to him. But I literally I was pulling out books to sell, and I pulled out every single Nick Spencer book I have.
Nice.
I gave up on the run a while ago, but I have up until about 46. So I'm just gonna it's just nothing. There's nothing good in there,
and it's too hard to list shit on eBay. Holy shit!
Yeah, and so I'll just. Well, I have 1,000 books already on eBay, so I'm kind of at my max because they keep charging insertion fees and shit.
Right. What about? I was curious. I don't know if anyone's used it. Hip Comics or whatever. I saw some thing with their app or something that you can basically you take a picture of the front of the book and then it brings in all the information and database and then for the listing
for eBay.
I haven't tried it.
Through Hip Comics.
Oh, okay.
I haven't tried it. I kind of doubt it'll be up to date with all the in-house variants and stuff, but
I don't know. I was just.
I don't know. I've not tried it. This is just me rambling to kill some time. I'm guessing they don't have that full. That's an enormous database to try and have.
Well, CLZ's up usually for the most part within a week or less. Yeah. So usually at the time of release, because most of that information is known before the release for the.
Oh, I know. I just say I'm the entire back catalog of every comic ever.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just getting it from the distributor. I don't know. So yeah, it'd be. I was just curious because if I have not known anybody who's sold through Hip, and I just saw the like I said, I saw the ad and I was like, oh well. I could see where if you were selling high volumes,
Yeah.
that
It'd be
could be
helpful.
very nice. They're basically like say you set up your camera on a tripod and have the book on a table order, and it's like click,
Bang, bang, bang,
click,
bang, bang. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like you could upload like 100 books in an hour or something.
Yeah, that's great because eBay is about one every 8 minutes.
Yeah, because I just listed like 10 books that I got, 10 slabs that I got back the other day,
Nice.
that were purchased exclusively just for this to sell. My first,
Yeah.
probably last foray into buying shit for the sole intent of selling it. And
Sure.
I mean, it's like, okay, well, it's like you could go and find. It seems to be like the easiest way to find is to go find someone else selling it. It has a good description,
Yep.
Yeah,
and then
copy it.
hit
Copy.
sell it, and then just
So like as,
clean
so
it up.
as, so like yeah.
Tweak it. But I mean,
And
that's
then
That's right.
yeah,
even that's a pain in the arse.
it is a pain in the ass, but it's the best way to do it that I've found on eBay. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I find
yeah.
somebody who did it all, and then I just hit sell one like. And boom.
well,
Plus, it gives you
the
an
thing
idea
is,
of what
I
they're.
do still think there's value to eBay. You get a lot of audience on it and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And once it's up, it's up. I mean, you could dick with it, but like I probably should adjust things because you know the shipping all just went higher. Thanks to USPS, but whatever. So,
Check to see if you have your camera running, because if you do, it won't let it pick it up.
yeah.
Mine does that.
Oh, on an unrelated note, everybody should be prepared for a crappy condition Marvel book starting this week. Because Penguin's now the distributor, and a ton of people are already complaining.
Great.
Awesome.
That they're not packed well. You know, they open a box a little bit bigger without any padding on it, and so just shake it all around. Yay!
Wonderful.
Can't be any worse than a set of books I opened up on tomorrow's mail go.
I think I saw a preview of you the other night. You're on every live show ever, Rob. Now
I know. I'm a fucking whore. It's amazing I still have anything. It's amazing I still have anything left to say, huh?
What browser are you using, Nav?
Me?
No, Navik. He's trying to get live. What browser are you using? Try Chrome if you're not, or Firefox. If you're using anything else, it all just goes haywire on StreamYard. And StreamYard's wonky on the best of days too.
Unplug the camera and plug it back in just to make sure that it's not being used by anything too.
Okay, I don't know. I got nothing.
Sorry, I'm eating food. When I was down in Vegas, I also got some.
If you're
if
your camera's not being picked up, like I said, unplug it, replug it back in, but also from your browser window on the URL, you can right click on it, and then you should be able to bring up some options to be able to manage your devices that are being utilized, and then you can
always try to open it's because I video everything with the camera thing on Windows anyway off my camera. Open it and then close it. It might shut it off.
That's why unplugging
your
the
camera
camera
Sony,
works.
because that's also a pain in the butt. So not dynamic. But, yeah, I two of my least favorite NFL teams are playing each other right now.
Which ones?
Patriots and Buccaneers.
Oh,
it's Tom Brady versus Tom Brady's dad.
I got to listen to my game, little bits of it on the way home, and my team did fine, so I'm happy.
What's your team?
Not going to say it. Not going to say it. Everyone hates them, so.
Well, everyone, yeah.
Oh, it's Dallas.
Sports. No,
I grew up in New York and liked Dallas. I don't know why. I have no clue.
Whatever.
Because,
like coach. Used to be a Packers coach.
Were you young in the 90s?
No.
No, you weren't young in the 90s?
I don't think Eddie was ever young.
No, never young.
Okay.
I grew up with Staubach versus, face.
Oh, you grew up with Cowboys back in the day. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because in the 90s, there were so many Cowboys, Yankees, Lakers fans that I just want to shoot them all.
Yeah.
Baseball, I lived in New York, so I had to be Yankees. So.
Well, everybody, like I said, everybody hates my team too, so I don't care.
No, yours is fine.
That's all right. My team is the Walking Wounded Warriors. So
what's up, Juan?
We were playing our number 5 and number 6 running backs today. Our backup quarterback had to go in play the second half. Our kicker couldn't kick, so the punter was doing field goal kicks and kickoffs and everything. And
Which was this one?
the 49ers.
Oh,
Yeah.
my damn.
They are.
And they
They've been
still almost beat the Seahawks.
almost, not really. They did good in the first
Habs
half.
alive.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Damn, they got killed.
No, the amazing one of the day still was the Jets beat somebody.
Yeah, the Jets and the Giants both got a win today.
Yeah, that was scary.
On a little known
Oh,
fact,
I've
Epic and I
seen-
know each other in real life.
Yeah,
Little known fact: this is now sports talk with
It
Eddie.
is. And
yeah, whatever. What up, Juan? Oh,
Let me know if I echo.
No, you sound
No,
fine
you're
right
good.
now.
you're good.
he's out there.
You got the mood lighting and everything going, Nav.
Well, it would be super dark if I didn't.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, I really wish I was going to C2E2 now, because after this little show is the only show around here now for the next, I don't know when. It was pathetic.
Well, you were going. I thought you had everything.
I were going, but after I lost my job, I bowed out and got rid of the
Smart.
hotel and figured not going to do it. And since I don't, I really don't really. I've got about $100 right now to spend on comic books. So, mystery box coming soon.
Is the new job going well?
Great. I can't wait to see that stupid plug icon again, Eddie.
Yep, you can see the plug in. Yep, but this time, I got CGC coming in Tuesday, so I got 15 more graded books. 15 out of the 20 made it. 15 out of my. I don't know about 5 of them because they're Ronin books.
Just talk louder, Nav. You'll keep going otherwise.
Yeah, I got 15 graded books coming. We'll see we'll see how screwed up they are. So, but
how long did it take? That's the key question.
They received them on 6/14, and they shipped them out last week. So 3 months.
There was a grade only.
Yeah, 9.8.
Yeah, it's weird because like the ones I'm opening, the ones that my video that drops on Thursday, it's the same thing. Like I shipped them in June and they received them in June. It only took them like 7 days to receive them.
On ours,
And then they graded them, and it was just under. I think it was about 115 days all told.
Oh.
So that was within their timeline. But meanwhile, books that are older, that are there for grade only, continue to sit there and chalk up close to 200 days before they come out.
I'm at 4 months and counting with CBCS right now.
Wow.
So,
I just did 25
grade only.
grade only, but it's a mixture of old
Yeah.
and new.
Well, grade only.
I was a rookie when I.
Oh, no, well, they're sitting on 19 weeks right now on grade only.
Yeah. So, but when I sent it in, it was supposed to be like 12 weeks or less.
Yeah.
But, then it just.
That's the problem. Is it's not by when you send it in; it's when they get it. And
Yeah.
we did the math the other day, and it was this whole thing of like for the books, if you send them to, if you have them pressed, and just to be egregious here, if you had them pressed and graded and count in the current time it seems to take them to open up the boxes to get them into the system, that CGC for pre-1975 or for post-1975 books, you're looking at mid-January of 2023.
Yeah.
And for post-1975 books, you're looking at around Valentine's Day of 2023. Whereas CBCS is shorter, but it's still a long time.
Yeah,
you're looking at July of 2022.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're about six to 7 months shorter.
Yeah, but it's still
supposedly.
ridiculous.
But even still, you're talking about shipping now as 10 months.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So it's a long time.
I'm not.
Anyway, David, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Yeah. Actually, Taylor, I was curious. I was watching some live stream. I think it was on Friday.
Oh shit!
And there was a guy on there that was has done like some lettering. I think with Scout Comics.
Oh, really?
Maybe elsewhere. But it made me think, I wonder if Taylor would be interested in interviewing this guy.
I wish you would, because I think I'm the only one I know that cares about lettering.
I'll find out who it is. It's Justin something. I don't.
Okay.
But I think Legion
was
would
it
know.
on Burritos live stream or something like that? Because I know they talked a lot of.
I think it was on Legion's Friday morning stream because I wasn't working.
Too. Yeah.
I love when Taylor talks about lettering.
Yeah, right. Then Rob mocks me about it in the comments.
No, I don't. I love it because like you're the only one.
Well, it is part of the
joins.
Damn, Chip. What are you doing?
I think it's
Hi.
I don't recognize you like that.
Yeah, I know it's weird. There's not a bunch of computers all over the place.
Yeah, where's the blue hue?
I know that he's shaved his head, but from that angle and everything, I expected him to turn and have a ponytail hanging off the back of his head.
Yeah, there you go.
Trapster.
Nope.
Now
How's
I
it going,
turn
everyone?
the camera around and see "Live, Laugh, Love" on the wall, though, Chip.
Yeah. Trying to do the blue hue for Nabs.
Yeah.
I can't get the blue. Yeah, it's as good
There,
as
you still have it nice.
There's.
He's still got toys to play with.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the couch.
Backup
But here, check
toys.
this out.
Yeah, just hanging out on the couch, relaxing.
Nice.
How's it going, Chip?
It's going very good, very good. How you guys doing today?
A little bit.
Here.
What? I watched football afternoon.
I watched 2 episodes of Ted Lasso, so I had to wipe the tears out afterwards.
Oh yeah,
That's a crazy emotional show, man.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
the last one was good. Yeah,
I've not watched it. I have no clue what that is, so I'm good with that.
It's on Apple TV, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't have Apple TV.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah, it's a really good show. I've seen season 1. I need to wait. I'm waiting for season 2 to finish, then I'll binge watch it all.
Oh really? It's a
what
good one.
you're
It's a good season 2. I like season 2 so far. It's been real good.
I've been watching a little bit of Reservation Dogs, and that's a nice show too.
Yeah, I saw a couple
I heard
episodes
about
of that.
It's on Hulu. It's filmed in Oklahoma on location on a reservation, and it's Taika Waititi's producing and directing a bit of it, and starring actual indigenous native kids and stuff. So it's it's pretty interesting. It's like a sad comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first 2 episodes, but I'm just so behind on so much damn TV, and now it doesn't help me any that the regular TV season has started.
Yep.
And now it's like, God, all the new shit's here, and then there's still somehow I didn't realize that my DVR didn't record Vikings, and all of a sudden I realized, oh shit, I've got 10 episodes of Vikings to watch, and everybody keeps on my ass because I'm still only in season 2 of Titans, and I've freaking got this, and I still watch too many hours of wrestling, and I somehow have to try to find time to watch all your guys' content. What the hell? And Chip puts on these 8-hour marathon sessions. And
Hey,
I just watched season
Yeah, but
1
then
of
they all get taken down for copyright strikes, so you're fine.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That
was
was straight up a Louis
That
thing.
was all Louis. Yeah.
You got to
When I
be
look-
the friends.
When I looked at it, there's three from Louis' videos, which was basically everybody's.
It's his parody.
One where
It's the
strip shows parodies. Yeah,
it's his parody stuff that you can fight them because they're parodies, but it's a pain.
Yeah. I'm right now. I'm just.
It's easier to just go in and actually cut out the Louis segment, whole Louis segment from your show, because there's no banter going on there. It's just
that's true.
chop Louis' content out. So you want to watch Louis' content, go watch it on Louis.
Yeah,
so you can edit out so when you do a live stream and it posts, you can edit it after the fact.
Yeah.
There's a couple ways you can do it. You can from StreamYard, you can download it and edit it in full with your normal editing process. But you can also, if you want to do it from within just YouTube, you have some very basic cut and splice tools that are available to you.
Do you guys all use StreamYard for your video creation?
Yeah.
Well, I use StreamYard for all my live stuff.
Oh,
I use
OSB
for all my.
Back when I was going live, I'd use StreamYard to record my stuff for my stuff. I use OBS.
Yeah, OBS.
Okay. That's what I'm using.
Yeah, it's the same here.
What's OBS? Sorry.
Software.
It's really easy freeware for recording vids.
Yeah, and it has some plugins, so you'll use the plugins to be able to bring in the OBS as a virtual cam into StreamYard, so you can do the overlays. Like whenever I do a show and I have a picture-in-picture window, I'm using the OBS as a virtual cam in order to utilize that functionality from OBS.
Yep.
I heard words, but I don't know what the hell you were just saying there, Rob.
You know what picture-in-picture is, right?
It's called having 2 laptops next to each other.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for the audience, but okay.
Is it OBS or OV?
B.
OB
as in
Bravo.
Like I said, I can barely understand. Yeah, I use the camera thing on Windows and hit go. That's all I do. That's bad, I guess.
That's all right. My early videos were really bad because I didn't know about StreamYard or doing anything else. And so I would go and use my company's virtual meeting software and go into a meeting and then record the meeting to download and then re-upload to YouTube. And or even I even tried it one time using the streaming functionality from it, but it was not very good at times, especially when I was in the garage on wireless back when I used to try to record in the garage.
Well, I now have it downloading. I will give it a try. But seriously, whenever I do just basic videos, I just use the camera feature in Windows and say record, and then I use the movie editor, the free movie editor,
the free movie maker. And,
yeah.
I mean,
I use iMovie to edit mine, but I'm on a Mac, and I also I use edit very loosely.
Yeah, I don't use the movie maker for recording. You could, but
I adjust the sound levels and I add an end title credits. That's all I do.
I used to use OBS for streaming video games, so I was kind of familiar with it. So
yeah, same here.
I'm downloading it, so I'm happy. We'll see. I'll mess with it.
I throw in a couple cuts and splices every once in a while. Not a lot, because a lot of other times I just am stream conscious. But I did do a video I know this week that I edited. I was like, okay, we can cut out some of this. I really just kind of said a lot of nothing for an extended period of time. Let's just remove 40 seconds of this and make somebody happier.
I leave all that in.
Mostly Taylor.
Yeah, me too.
There have been a couple times where I've cut stuff out that I was like, I shouldn't be saying this. But
I mean, I've thought about it, but I also,
yeah.
If I can get to my next phase of what I want to do with YouTube, then I'll actually edit and do kind of stuff. But for now, when I'm just banging through like 30 comic reviews, I'm not editing shit. It's too much.
Yeah.
Usually the bulk of it comes from my intro is like, how many takes is it for me to do my intro, and after that the rest of it's mostly stream conscious.
Oh yeah, I screw up through that anyways, Rob, and then I just wait till you start.
Good. All right. Yeah,
I've been doing that on Winking's channel.
You screw up for 5 minutes. He's got his algorithm down. He knows the videos have to be 10 minutes long, so he will ramble for 5 minutes before he touches a box on box.
Yep. I now simply pull about 4 minutes in and go, let's just see what you got. I can't do it.
But he knows what he's doing. He's got it all. That's all on purpose with him. He knows he's got to hit that 10-minute mark. So
it's so funny because he talks about all the mystery box stuff, and he opens up these really shitty boxes, and I go, hey, why didn't you buy one of my boxes? I give him shit. Why didn't you buy one of mine? He goes, did you tag me? I said, yeah, I tag you every time, dude. You never say a word.
Well, also he knows that shitty equals views.
Yeah. He's been doing a lot of torpedo stuff, and
because torpedo gets views because it's torpedo and everyone knows who they are.
Yeah. Hit Parade's that latest one. I looked at them. I thought about getting one. I went, nope, not doing it.
Dude. I will send you a link to my old video. I have it labeled as David Adams Card World. It's the same damn place, and they're horrible.
I bought cards from. The only reason I thought about it is I have actually bought David card. I bought a CGC 9.0 X-Men Sub 100 for them on eBay for like less than $100, and they gave me a $50. They gave me a $25 or $50 off coupon in the box. So at the time, I was like, shit, I got to find something to buy. So I almost did, but I just bought some cards or something. I forgot what I got.
That's why they put the coupon in the box. That way you spend more money.
Spend more. Yep.
Now, I do occasionally buy a slab from David Adams Card World only because I'll go there periodically and I'll peruse what they have. And because they post them up, when they post them up, they're usually initially high. But because the market changes and they don't change, well, they do keep periodically update their stuff. They don't update it quite as frequently. Every once in a while we find something there that's a good value or at least fair priced.
I'm not knocking their actual slab sales, but their mystery boxes are hot garbage.
I've never done that.
I've never done one.
All I've ever done is buy slabs from them, and not very many. I think I've bought 3. So no by stretch of imagination. Usually I have a coupon code as well, so
nice.
At least to cover shipping or something.
Yeah. I've only ever gotten one coupon code from them, and I've probably spent I bought Marvel Masterpiece boxes, and those were running about $2.89 each. So I have spent money.
Speaking of mystery boxes, somebody go buy the last one from Jimmy Dadon so he can stop spamming every single chat I'm in.
I seriously do not. I have, like I said, I got $100 to spend. If it was $100, I would have ran in and did it. So
I think Legion picked it up.
Good.
Check this out.
I did, and you're all welcome because I did make him. I messaged him. I'm like, dude, that because his first round he had a Halloween reprint of something that was garbage for a G. It was a $5 GP, and I'm like, that's not a book, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's not from that.
It's from
Make them big. Come on, Eddie.
Cardboard Crazy is C3.
Oh, nice.
This is Chris
Make
Beck.
him big, Eddie.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Make him big.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to hit the right button and it's not working.
I got the glare, but
nice.
Yeah, I think he did it on his iPad, and
nice.
he posted like a making of on IG.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Sweet.
So I was pretty happy with that. So I was waiting for. I had a slab coming to me from Chris, also from C3, but he had some post office issues. So I've been sitting on because I think that was like over a month ago, maybe 2 months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
But so finally get to open it.
Nice.
That's the whole the YouTube world, right? Like now I don't open anything until there's a video.
I'm gonna have to let stuff stack up now. I have no mail coming in.
Eddie,
but
now you move everybody back.
I know.
Yeah, see you guys.
Let you guys see this. Just I promoted the guy on my website. I showed a few people beforehand, but this is a guy that I bought a mystery box at Unicon.
You bought it something off the guy named the Joker? What's his
This
name?
is,
You're promoting him, but you told us you bought it off this guy, but you didn't tell us who that guy is.
Bobby Breed artist, art of Breed or Art of Breed is his thing, but it was kind of cool. But yeah, he also got a in the box there was also a that's better. I like that better. Hang on, that's much better. There was also some basic art he did that's actual, not a copy. So either way, so it was a $200 box. I got some stuff out of it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, Taylor, I thought about it and I wanted to do Jimmy's box, but because I
liked the
GP.
now, finally.
Yeah, it was nice, and I wanted to do it, but I had just spent $1,000 in the last couple of weeks on books, and and as is, I've been fighting my urge this week. There's been a couple books on eBay that I've been following that I really wanted to grab because I didn't know if I'm going to see them again, but I kept going, dude, you fucking just spent $1,000 in the last couple days.
What was his GP? I forgot. I know I saw
it. She-Hulk 1 in a 9.6.
Yeah.
Savage, not sensational. So the one you want. It's a nice book. Yeah. I've shifted my mystery box. I'm mostly done with them anyways, but I'm just I'm not buying anything over $50 for boxes anymore. I'm just kind of I'm doing my cheap and cheerful versus.
Yeah.
The Foo, I thought about grabbing the Foo one, but I'm like, it's going to waste the last money I have sitting there.
Yeah.
Foo's got the $20 one.
Jean Malo, I don't know his Instagram. He's got a very intriguing looking one that I'm very tempted to pull the trigger on.
Jean? How do you spell it?
Jean-Luc Picard, like Jean. I don't know. It's JM something on Instagram. Actual Dracula opened a box and he hit one of the GPs, which was Werewolf by Night #1. So not a bad little GP for a $50 box. And then there's 3 others in there. One is Tomb of Dracula 1, and then I can't remember what the other 2 are. So
Old Fort Jam, you mean?
Sure, yeah.
Is it Old Fort Jam? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Cool.
Didn't actual Dracula also get a? Did he win a Tomb of Dracula #1?
He might have from somebody else. Yeah, I think. So
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, the Jean Malo box is pretty intriguing because it's mostly silver and bronze he pulled out of the box, and then he hit a big one. So
how much is that one?
Good.
I think it was 50 plus shipping, so that's kind of my border.
That's not, yeah.
And there's Tomb of Dracula, there's Heroes for Hire #1, and then one other GP left. But I can't remember what it was. So.
He's got up here a Doctor Strange. I can't read the number.
That's what it is. That's #1. It's a Doctor Strange #1.
Tomb of Dracula, and then Werewolf and Luke Cage Hero for Hire.
Yeah, the Werewolf has already been claimed.
Yeah, he has a scratch. He just doesn't state on here how much the box is. So
I think you gotta scroll back a few.
I know. I figured.
I think it's 50.
Oh, I won $50 at the casino or $100 at the casino last night. I gotta go put that money in, so I'll have $200. Maybe I'll get one.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Like
you said, those are the kind of boxes I'm hunting now. Not.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to do a Dorkery's box every time they put one out and stuff, but I can't.
Yeah, it's the other thing. I got that coming up this time, and
that's expensive. Yeah.
I'd like to get into it again.
Do you raise the price on the next box?
Yeah, and I was tempted. I really want to get back into it, but this time they're including toys in it too, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I really don't. I mean, I understand you're doing something that's different, that's kind of cool, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want the toys. So
The box, Rob, the box that you and DJ got, like both of those seemed really cool, but the one after that, the DJ got, it was kind of
yeah, I was kind of glad that I didn't get it.
yeah.
So the thing with their box, I mean, they're definitely cool.
Yeah.
The thing is that, and there's a lot of older books in there, but the older books, they are rough. I mean, you're not getting, when you pull out some of those sub 100, Daredevils and ASMs and Captain Americas or any of that shit, whatever the hell it is, they're not 7.0s, 8.0s. They're like 3s and stuff. But those have value though too. When you're talking about books, you talk about sub ASM 100s. Some of those in a 3.0, above 25. There's still several of those that are worth $50 to $200.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Plus they're different.
like
They're
right
different
now,
than what everyone else sends.
Just from seeing what other people are open to, it also seems like they've shifted a little more modern with some of their stuff too.
Yeah, I've been debating the latest box and going through stuff, and this one's going to have a lot of older stuff in it when I do it. I've picked out like you said, Submariner stuff, and I've got Submariner number 3 I'm going to throw in there. I think just really, and I'm digging into the sub 100 X-Men's I have doubles of, stuff like that. And,
I get mad when somebody wins one and then resells it for $10.
Yeah. It didn't make me mad. I just would have gladly kept it for $10.
Sure, it didn't make you mad, but you and man had a 40,000 line.
Oh my God! Yeah, he's like, it last sold for $10, so it's a good deal. I'm like, yeah. In the last month, that book sold for $10, $50, $80.
Hang on, how do I mute you, Eddie?
Yeah, go away.
Condition is everything, and timing is.
I mean, someone got lucky and got it for $10 on eBay. Yeah, but before that, it sold for $80. So I wouldn't have.
Or did somebody get lucky by receiving $80 for it?
Yeah. The average price of the book to me is $30 or $40, and I paid I think $25 or $30 for it at the time. So I sometimes buy extras.
I mean, you both had valid points, but every box I win shit out of, I turn around and flip right away too.
Yeah, I just would have liked. My whole thing about that was
you would have bought it back. I get it.
Not trying to be mean. My only problem with the whole thing was at least tell me, hey, got the box. Thanks. Love it. Don't love it. Hate it. Heard nothing. 30 pieces.
No obligation. It's a transaction.
I know.
No obligation to tell you that you like it. They're under no obligation to invite you on to their unboxing video. Good job, Nav. I mean, hell, the last round I got, Nav and Comic Vet did theirs. Those are, I think, they're the only videos I saw. And then, other than, actually, I think, oh God, what's his name? Alan May did one.
Yeah.
Alan opens up all mine.
Other than that, there was like you have no idea practically that they happen. I got messages from people who did message me, a couple, including the guy in Sweden who was just through the roof over how much he loved the box.
That might be the guy who hated my box. The guy overseas got one of my first boxes or got my second, my last slab box and just ripped me a new one over it.
So what I'm hearing is not to buy Eddie's new box.
I never buy
what I heard.
Just kidding.
Hey, the new box.
Just tell Eddie, I really want to buy the box, but unfortunately, I'm kind of tapped out right now.
I hear that a lot. I hear that from everybody anyway.
Listen, I'd buy our box, but I won $100 at the casino, and that's all I got. And so
yeah.
Oh no! See, I have 100 in my pocket. It's not my account, so I couldn't actually transfer the money.
If he put the money in his account, his wife would take it.
No, we have our own accounts. So, the last run of boxes did pretty well. I mean, I was happy. The last $50 run, what I did last week, I just gave up. It was dead on arrival. It was. I'm not going to bug everybody about this.
I have found it interesting because I decided not to do a mystery box for anything recently, and instead was selling slabs, just selling some of my stuff straight up.
Yeah,
and it's been pretty interesting in that what has sold and what hasn't sold. My PGX slabs have all sold. my CGC slabs, not as much.
Because you had the PGX priced at bargain PGX prices, right?
Not really. Like so like Austin LeMay picked up my Strange Academy #1 Peach Momoko Virgin variant. He paid he got a $25 discount off of the $500 price I was asking. The fair market value on that book is $550. I mean,
yeah.
The my Submariner Iron Man #1 and a 7.5, I sold it for $375, which is about, depending upon what day you're looking at, is right in line with what CGCs are selling for in that grade.
Well, nobody has bought my second print of ASM 361 yet. I'm not surprised because I saw the movie.
Yeah, that book's destined to crash here pretty quick, eh?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not that I was going to sell my copy, but it might come down.
I want to get a better copy. My 7.5 isn't worth crap. So
I mean, I have a second print, Eddie, so I don't. You wouldn't want it anyways. But I put up my print of Usagi Yojimbo, which that's going to take the right buyer because it's a unique thing. But
yeah.
I saw your Submariner one, that one you were talking about, Rob, at the show. Minimum price was $500 to $600 for that thing.
Yeah, but some of those guys are asking way too much for what it's actually selling for. See, that's the problem I have. Like right now, I listed my Sensational She-Hulk 40, right? So that's the one where she's jumping rope naked for half the book or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that book has shot up, and it's been selling for around $800, or just over 800. So I had posted on IG at $800, and it's a CGC 9.8, and then on eBay I posted mine at 900, because fucking eBay fees and shit, right?
Yeah,
and figuring somebody will fucking offer to want to negotiate and
down to 7 or 6,
which I won't go that low. But anyway, so I put it at 900. The next one up there, I mean, there's like 3 9.8s up there, I think, right now. If you looked, mine is 900, and the other ones are over $2,000. They're asking for. The last sold is in the $800 range. It's like they're just asking, throwing stupid money out.
Well, a lot of they'll just put them up there and let them sit. They don't care.
Yeah,
I mean, if somebody buys it, well, then great.
I've seen some books out there like 10 times the value at least. Like it's just crazy.
Well, even it's at the shows too. I ran into X-Men 94. Now, what I paid for my 6.5, I paid $400 for it. This guy had a 3.5 for $800. I mean, I know the book's gone up, but anything went up that much. But then I found an X-Men number 90, which is a reprint. I just, the guy had no price tag on it. I asked him. He goes, $60. For the heck of it, I look, what's the last sold on it? 30. There's a 40 buy it now. I'm like, damn.
They just figured that they're going to have to negotiate, so they put the price up stupid high. They want to really dick something. And I was watching. I hadn't watched Flip Mode in a while because their prices were starting to get up there. And I watched it today, and there were a couple things that they posted, and I was watching. They were posting raw books, and they were posting prices on there that they were asking for books. Everything is based off of slabbed sales to begin with for them, and they're asking over the price on stuff. And they're going, "Oh, well, the last one sold for the," or even like there was a Fantastic Four number 5, I think it was, or whatever, or the first Doom, whatever it is. That they were doing, which was going to be a 0.5 because the back cover was missing. I think the whole book was there, but it's missing the back cover or something. So it's going to be a 0.5. The last 5.5 sold for $5,000. So we're asking $4,000. And you're like,
well, what is that show?
It's a raw book.
What's the show? I'm not familiar with it. Flip. What is it, Rob?
Oh, it's Flip Mode Comics. There are some sellers. They buy stuff.
Where do they sell it at, or where do you watch this at?
They're on IG.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just they get a lot of they're it's a team of guys that go out and they get books in bulk, buy collections, and come back stuff. They got a lot of old stuff that they do, and sometimes there's lots that you can get. Some of the better deals I've gotten are when I bought a lot of something, but
Yeah.
and sometimes there's some decent books there that are decent price, and they'll sit there and they post them on a claim sale that with a price, but everything's or best offer. So it's like they'll play this auction game amongst the viewers, but there's the top is the buy it now price that's right there. You can just end it any time by paying what they're asking. So as they've gone on, they've been like putting that price up higher and higher, and they give you an idea of what they think the grade is, but to be honest, most of the stuff I've gotten from them has been lucky to hit the grade that they've been doing. And it's like it's not been far off, but it has been a little bit off. But not everything's been bad, because I did get the Wolverine limited series, the 1, 2, 3, 4 that I got the 9/8 pack from. That was, they had that tagged as a 9/2. I think it was like a 9/4, 9/6. They thought the range of the books was, and they sold. And I bought all 4 books for $300. Or $325, I think it was. So, that worked out because all the books came back 9/4, 9/6, and 9/8. 2 9/4s, a 9/6, and a 9/8. And so obviously the big one being number 1 at a 9/8, that's valued right now. Fair market value on that's around over $900. The others are all about 100 something bucks a piece. So I made out on that deal. The Mystery and Space lots I've bought from them, fortunately I was buying for me because I like Mystery and Space and not necessarily for value on them, because they haven't always worked out. Some of them that were supposed to be 8s and stuff have come back at 4.5s, or one of them even came back a fucking green label because it was missing a page.
That sucks.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes, green label's not bad. I'm looking at one I've been thinking of. There's an ASM. There's an ASM 11 in a green label 4.0. It's that they're only asking $300 on, but it's on auction, and that's the starting bid.
What's the green label again? I forget. I know I should
it's
know.
Qualified. So in this case, on this item, that is the qualifies. There's a panel cut out on page 12 that does not affect the story. So the book is technically it's incomplete. It's missing some stuff that doesn't affect the story at all. If it wasn't for that, the book would be a 4.0. So they basically grade it assuming that as if it was the green label just means that it's there's an
incomplete,
but there's no exception to it. So it's not the same as a blue label or anything else. So it shouldn't carry that same value. But sometimes when you're looking at some of these really old ASM books right now that are so stupid hot, you sit there and you go like, do I venture down that path? I don't mind a purple label, but green label for some reason has always gnawed at me.
Well, there's a restored purple up there for 400.
Yeah, I know. I have that one I'm watching too.
I mean, not that I'd snipe you, Rob, but I'd snipe you.
Yeah, but then you sit there and go, is it worth $100 for the purple versus the green? I don't know. Yeah, probably it is, in my opinion. But
there's what the restoration is, I think.
Yeah. Well, then there's always the whole thing of the question being is, do I want to spend $400 right now? I don't really have $400 to spend, so that means I'm spending money I don't have and having to pay interest on it, and I don't like that.
Well, it's also stock market wise, it's a bad time to buy ASM.
It's a really bad time to buy anything stock prices for me, stock market for me right now. Because I'm in the financial side of our business, I'm not allowed to trade I'm not allowed to trade shares right now. So all my stocks in my company and stuff that I have, I can't sell any.
I just meant the comic book stock market.
Oh, comic book stock stuff.
Because the ASM stock's very high.
Well, it is, but it's also the when you talk about sub 20 ASM, those are basically all just blue chippers anyways. In reality, there's no losing on them long term.
So talk about something we're not going to talk about, but Taylor, you said you saw the movie. That's all you
I mean, it's a dumb movie based on a dumb part of a dumb comic run. I mean, it's a '90s character.
Yeah.
You know, it's just. I had issues
Yeah,
with the
I
first.
agree.
My big issue is like the first half. It's still Eddie Brock being a whiny little son of a
Yeah.
complaining about his life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then-
Exactly.
And I didn't think Woody Harrelson was as good as he should have been. As
Do he phone it in?
he didn't phone it. It's just a weird choice he made, or like Andy Serkis
I've
had him
heard
make.
that from multiple people.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
thought the writing was
and then there's
crap.
end credits that's giving everybody a raging boner. But that's all a false flag too, I think. So whatever.
Yeah.
Did his girlfriend show up?
Michelle Williams.
Shrike.
I don't know.
Was Shriek or Shrike? I don't know.
Oh, Shriek,
yeah.
yeah. She's in there.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if that one, if Unlimited one will take a, it's up to around $200 at 9.8 last time I checked. I was wondering if it'll take a dump. How bad?
I mean,
just
some
curious.
people, it's got a fairly okay audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
It does. It was like 85 when I looked at it yesterday.
But I mean, if you like the first Venom, you'll like this Venom.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed the first one. This is a gag.
Haven't watched it.
Neither did I.
This one's weirdly. I mean, this one's more like Tom Hardy had wrote the story, or one of the two writers that wrote the story, and like the whole thing's weirdly jokey too. It's just like,
Did you see? Was it Ryan Stegman tweeted? He tweeted an image of the end credits and said,
Oh,
"This
yeah.
is my favorite part of the movie."
yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
I mean, the first one has been queued up for me on my DVR to watch for a long time now, but I never could sit down and watch it just because the special effects on it for Venom just always in all the trailers I saw just looked so bad.
Yeah, they're just
Carnage looked terrible. In the Carnage in the previews, I didn't like it at all. That's one of the reasons I'm like,
they're just as bad in this, and they do their best not to show a full Carnage for the most part throughout it.
Yeah.
And all the symbiotes look weirdly slimy like they did in the first one. So
Yep.
But whatever.
I'll wait for it to hit. I'm not sure where it's going to hit. It's not going to. It may not hit Disney, but it's
No,
going
I
to hit.
definitely won't hit Disney.
So we'll see.
Just do it. If you can do it, Rob did in DVR, then play it back at like 1.5 times speed so you can get through the shit faster.
It's only a 90-minute film. It shouldn't be that
Yeah,
bad.
it doesn't matter. You want to get through it in about 45.
I also haven't watched last week's Whatnot or What If. I mean, didn't even see that. Shoot, I gotta watch. I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one either.
I've been falling asleep earlier and earlier with work.
Whatnot's gotten crazy.
Yeah.
Whatnot or What If?
What if? Whatever.
What if?
All right, I blame you for that one, Eddie. You started that shit.
No, with work I'm doing, we've been having fun, and shit's gonna either get really slow after October, and I'm gonna have to drive an hour south to work every day. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
'Cause if it freezes, if everything up here freezes, they're not gonna be digging into the ground very much. So it should be interesting. I find out my contract's only 2.5 years now, so I'm gonna have to start putting in for other jobs real soon. Even though they say we have plenty of work, you'll just have to go under a different contractor. If the contract doesn't get renewed by my company, they'll give my name to the new person. So I just don't go through all that shit anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But my wife's car's getting fixed, $1,000. So we'll have 3 cars now. So
Very good.
sell out.
Okay.
2, 3 cars. What are 3 cars?
Joke didn't work. Wah. No, my we bought her a new car after her last car has been
So
dead
you're
for 3 weeks.
gonna sell one, or you gonna keep 3 cars for the 2 of you?
Now the point is to sell her the one that gets fixed, but
Maybe
new catalytic
collect more
converter. No, we're gonna use that money to pay off her new car, put money down on it more.
There you go.
Oh, that's a smart idea. I paid off a car today. I was very happy. It was exciting to watch the loan disappear out of my bank.
Nice. Yeah.
Final payment. Now it's time to.
And I'm looking for a vehicle, so I'm in the reverse.
They've got those little white vans. It's probably not the ones you want. They're the more sloped fronts on them. Up here, there's a lot that's got like 7 of them for under $8,000.
Well, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I want the ones that look. I want the Dodge Sprinter basically that you can stand up in.
He wants.
Yeah, I don't think so,
wants,
man.
he just cares about the decal of the wolf and the moon.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yep.
If
Exactly.
it has
Have the wizard on one side and the
Yeah.
A unicorn with a topless woman atop of her.
I mean, I'd pay extra for that. Yes.
And a big sword.
I mean, if it's not on there, I'm going to paint it on there. So
That's right.
Nice.
Valkyries of Valhalla.
Mhm.
The back of your van, I could see you drawing the robot in underwear on the back of from the back
The
view
tire
There you
cover
go.
on the
on a
tire
horse.
cover.
That
You
would
see a
be
horse's ass.
yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to change my license plate to Bueller too, because I'm just copying what he's doing. But
Okay, I got a question. Con etiquette. I was at the only place I really bought any
No,
books.
it's
At.
not a
Deodorant.
good idea to lick the comic books.
There was about 8 long boxes, and this guy and his son were like walking their way through left to right, but they were basically blocking 7 of the long boxes by putting their
Oh, right
stuff
there.
on top of other areas. They wouldn't let other people in to look at the stuff, and they're pulling books out every few seconds and to buy them because they basically were all first appearances and some variants basically for decent prices. I'm just curious. I really want to. So I went to the way right and started looking through that one, and I want to look at the next one. But the guy had his shit on top of that one, and so I kind of just moved it. I wanted to just look at him and say, "Hey, my movie," because he would just ignore us after I asked.
Because he's trying to block you from getting this so he can look at the shit before you buy it.
I would ask, and if they don't move it, I would move it.
yeah,
I want to look at him and say, "Hey, dude, move your fucking books before I smack you upside the head." That was my first reaction. It bugged me that hard, and my mouth goes faster than my brain does. That was nice. I finally gave up. I told the guy, he goes, you want anything else? You go, no, they're blocking everything over there. I can't look, so I'm leaving. So I basically told the guy who owned the book, so I'm not going to buy any
so
more.
you should move to Minnesota with that kind of passive aggressiveness.
Mhm.
But no, we did pretty good. We actually, I was happy to see credit cards get paid off once we refinanced the house. But now my wife's new car, that's just going to kill. Did I tell you guys about somebody who hacked my? I don't know how they did this. Opened up a loan in my name through Citizen One. Ordered 2 Xbox X's and had them shipped to my house. $1,700 worth of Xboxes they had shipped to my house, and they arrived. They're now sitting in my garage, unopened in a box, and I owe this company $1,700.
Return it.
You can.
Well, they
Yeah,
didn't send me return. They didn't send me return slips. They came from Walmart through Citizen One, who runs this weird Xbox system. I don't know what the hell it is. I have no idea what the hell it is. I'm like, are they worth the money? I'll sell them and pay them. I'm like, I don't think they're worth anything, but worth that much. But still, it's just really weird. They had my social security number. I'm guessing because it's T-Mobile's hack, but so I don't know. I thought that was weird.
I would definitely challenge it.
Oh, I did. They sent me the packet today, and I had to fill out 10 pages worth of paperwork telling me why it's not mine, but they haven't asked me to send back the stuff yet.
Go
Why would
contact the
somebody-
bank and
Why would a thief ship the shit to me?
well,
Well,
who is the
Not very
loan
smart.
for? Who is the credit for?
A
If the
Citizen
credit
One.
was through the seller at all, so
It's
if it was
kind
like-
of through the seller. If you look up, they gave me it was through Walmart, done through Lyft something or other, who ships out the Xboxes. And if you look up Lyft something, I can't remember their name offhand, their phone number, it's the same number as Credit One, the credit company.
right. Well, so what I'm saying is, so if it was like an in-store credit thing that then uses as a third-party bank, because that's how they work, right?
Yeah.
Is that they would have gone and they would have tried to do this order to set up this whole thing, and they only have the information that they can use to set up the order, and so it may not be so much that they cared about that initial order, but was to get it going and see if they could get the credit established so that
Gotcha.
they could go open other stuff.
Yeah, and I
Because I had that. I just had something the other day where I had gotten last month a letter from the Pentagon's credit union about an account that was being tried. Someone was trying to open in my name, and basically saying that they hadn't, that they were still waiting on me to supply additional information. Well, the letter came to me, and I was like, because I'm the address that they were using because it's part of the identity to try to solve, but they didn't have the other personal information they needed to validate the thing when I contacted the bank, so they had never, the bank had never fully opened it, but they marked it as fraud and stuff. And I just got a letter the other day from the Pentagon Credit Union saying that they've confirmed that everything was fraud and that they've made sure nothing was done. In the meantime, I went to all 3 credit reporting agencies and locked them down. So they're all on freeze right now. So
Yeah, I
any of you
loaded
at home who are thinking of trying to credit stuff with my identity, you're fucking out of luck, bitches.
I downloaded
Besides-
complete ID through Costco and paid for that. So they're telling me, but it actually has hit all. It already hit my accounts. It hit Experian and one of the other ones, $1,700. I'm gonna have it shut down. It's not causing any ill or anything like that, and they haven't tried to open up anything else. But
that you know of.
I mean, it's usually complete ID. If something gets opened, they ding you right away.
I don't know. I have LifeLock, same thing.
LifeLock's a bit expensive. I couldn't afford that. Though.
You get a package deal with your antivirus now.
Yeah, it's still $249 a year.
Depends on what level you have.
Well, I talked to him for about an hour. That's the only level that worked for me and my wife. And said this is like 13
I said, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. I'm not saying that you chose wrong. I'm just saying that I chose different.
Yeah, I know. I had LifeLock at one time, but then nothing, because this happened a while back. They actually locked me out of my own phone and put a phone number on my T-Mobile.
Yeah, this is also why my entire online, important things like my birthday online, I've had a separate online birthday for ever since I've been online. So there's no, you can't even if you hack somebody's database, some of the data at least is inaccurate. At least I try to keep it that way.
Your name's probably not even Rob.
I may not be.
His name is Eugene.
No, I've established this before on Whack Comics. I said that what my real name was.
Well, I'm not watching their channel to find that out.
Yeah, sorry.
See, that's why it was
Not
safe.
worth it.
That's why it was safe to say it there.
Nobody watches.
So, Eddie, what did you buy at the con? Or is that going to be a video?
I really
two Xboxes.
I bought that guy's mystery box, and then I bought some stuff that I'm going to put in mystery boxes because I found some cool older books that I can't get around here that I really don't care. But I made they're nothing special, but there's some first appearances and stuff like that. I got a deal about $30 off of like $100 worth of books. Not much, really. I couldn't find anything. I found, I think, total of 5 ungraded X-Men for 100. Huh?
You were too scared to do this.
Yeah. I found a total of 5 ungraded X-Men under 100, and the prices on them were ridiculous. Some of them, like under 20, were like $600. Not graded. I'm like, no. And all the graded stuff was just $2,000, $3,000, $4,000.
I've never bought things at a con, but I've always heard that that's a bad place to buy shit, anyways.
Yeah, I've actually not been to one. So
Eddie, I was struck with inspiration. What you should have done is you should have picked up that stack and then went to the cashier and bought it.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever it was.
I should have. I mean, the people weren't talking to anybody around them, but you see 4 people hovering over them, like, can we get in here and look too? And they had the books they were buying on top of all of the other boxes around them.
Did you have to wear a mask or anything at this point?
Everyone was wearing a mask.
I would have just also pulled my mask down and started coughing on them.
No, because they're actually arresting people in Vegas for doing that now.
Yeah,
that's kind of a Karen thing to do.
Yeah, well,
have you seen the Karen?
I have my Karen haircut.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, you are doing the Karen haircut today.
Yeah,
that's only because Taylor hasn't decided to commit and join Chip and I in the real man's haircut.
I'm getting there.
I told
Rob,
I had that haircut about a decade ago. I do not look good bald. I have an ugly skull.
Taylor's got a full head of hair. Why would you cut that off?
Now I'm starting to get the airstrip going up like my grandfather had. So yeah, that's what my grandfather basically had too. He's lost it up here, and my dad was losing it up here, but then just grew what was left all the way into a ponytail.
Eddie just lost it up here.
Okay,
I lost it there a long time ago.
Let's bring this back to comics and hairdo. I tied this into something that. Okay, I was looking at an ad for like the Magneto and they happened to have Quicksilver in it, and they had the horns.
Yeah.
Where did that? I'm trying to figure out how that ended up being
in which one
trope. So Quicksilver's hair and Magneto's hair for a long time. Had horns, and it's never been a real life hairstyle ever.
So the closest I can think of is you used to have a hairstyle where it was basically you could do stuff with fenders. Is what it was. It was
flock of seagulls.
Well, flock of seagulls. Yeah,
like,
flock of seagulls.
Maybe,
maybe
it became a comic hairdo.
Yeah.
On that
Which
note,
you would think for a man who runs really fast, the wind would just knock him down. So, what hair product does that man use?
Right.
At
Wolverine's hair is
Walmart,
kind of weird.
at Walmart, they've got the latest Spider-Man and even a
Wolverine,
new version of Magneto, and he looks like Thor. He's got like dreads and little things coming down. This new version of Magneto. I'm like, I haven't read X-Men books in a long time, but I've never seen him looking like Thor with ponytails going down. So that was kind of funky. But there's some cool toys, at the show, but I wasn't buying toys. If Jason would have been there, he would have picked up a crap ton of those G.I. Joes because they were all over the place. The old stuff was, but prices were pretty ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I saw he bought a couple things last year.
Yeah, he bought my kid toy. I can't find the stupid action figures I had. I got my Star Wars, a little 3 1/4s. I still have all those, but I had probably 10 of the G.I. Joe ones. I couldn't find them. I found some of the pieces of them, like the bazooka, the mortar, one of the guys' guns, but I can't find any of the guys. I'm trying to find them. They get too much crap out in the garage.
That's the big tease. That's what drops on Thursday. Thursday's video, Taylor.
G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah, Thursday. Apparently, I have to go sit down with you idiots too and talk some shit. I love y'all.
I keep on meaning to go to Chip's thing on Saturday, but I'm never awake long enough.
Oh,
you guys
you're
are
in
up
the
too
hot
late.
seat. That's right. You're talking about. Okay.
Oh, in the hot seat.
Gotcha. What's it called?
In the hot seat or something like that.
With the usual suspects.
I'm going on some show. What's it called? I don't know.
I don't know. I know it's on.
And sadly, I'm on it, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like in the hot seat or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like
it'll devolve to Gary asking me music questions and me not knowing any answers to it. And
Jason said he will be on here next week with us, so we'll see. He said
just get your Conan knowledge ready to go and your Red Sonja knowledge ready to go.
Yeah,
and you'll flatter him by telling him how much
I got
love
nothing.
Conan.
I'm just gonna mock his.
I'm secretly a loincloth loving.
Taylor, you need
I'll just show up in a loincloth and that'll.
You need to have Tim in your ear for your Conan knowledge.
Oh yeah,
I did see a lot at the con. I did see a lot of scantily clad Red Sonja covers by different because there was a whole artist row. So, and I was like, holy, these guys are.
Have you ever looked at like the previews? There's 20 every time the Red Sonja issue comes out. There's 20 variants.
Dynamite, yeah.
I never look.
It's
illegal to have her fully clothed.
Yeah. Because there's the regular cover, the virgin cover. There's going to be the 1 in 5, the 1 in 10, the 1 in 15, cover. The 1 in 20, the 1 in 25, and the 1 in 50 variant, plus the cosplay variant.
Yeah.
Plus, whatever other strange. Because Dynamite just puts out a trillion covers.
Yeah. Is anybody on variants? Here's one that I found the other day. It was weird. I did post somewhere about it. Does anybody collect the Alien #1 Alien series?
No, I've got a bunch of them.
Yeah, I'm reading
the new Marvel series, the new Alien Marvel series.
You're missing some? I can hook you up.
Check your GameStop. GameStop has an Alien 1 Aftermath or something. It's some new series, and it's GameStop only. Each shop got one. They're bagged and boarded already, but the bags are pretty bad. For the fun of it.
Las Cruces, yeah, I'm taller than Adrian. He's a fairly short gentleman.
I would say I noticed that, but
Jason is tall though.
Yeah,
I'm not as tall as Jason. I'm not tall.
If you
look 5'8".
If you go back and you look at the pictures of when I was standing next to Jason, when I met him, Jason's significantly taller than me. He's like 6'3".
Okay, so he's about 4 or 5 inches above me then.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, Rob! I picked up some spec books at Half Price Books that.
There you go. The Batman 108. Yeah, there you are.
Oh, there you go.
99 cents a pop. So I was like, well,
hey, 99 cents a pop. I'd pick them up too.
Exactly.
I miss Half Price Books.
Of course, I'd probably just be giving them away, but.
And then I had no signal in there, so I bought some hot garbage too.
Oh, hang on! I gotta show you something. Taylor, you might
whatever.
Hang on.
Yeah.
See Eddie's pajamas. He's dressed very well.
I was just thinking that he's in his jammies.
Oh well, yeah, hell yeah! I'm done my day. I bought these are Star Wars bottoms. I got Star Wars tops on.
Just sit down before your fly opens.
No, they're not that bad. Okay, now I'll show you guys. The videos are going to come out anyway sooner or later. I really don't care. Just for fun on eBay. This is about a month and a half ago, and they finally arrived. Guys had guaranteed Here, I'll go ahead and I'll embiggen myself. Oh, there we go. It was guaranteed 9.8 slab, 3 slabs, $120 shipped. 124 shipped. It was $5 shipping. You'll love what they sent. Here. The low end was a 7.5. I think it's a cool issue, but I have no use for it. Come on.
Rock and roll what?
Yeah, it's the Rock and Roll Aerosmith. Have you ever seen the Rock and Roll comics? I've got Metallica, Kiss, there's a bunch of them out there, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, but you could probably flip that at least.
It's worth about I made my money back. This is about a $35 book, maybe 40 in 7.5.
Coming soon to a mystery box near you.
Well, no, I'm keeping that. I'll probably keep that one. The 9.8 I don't care about, but it's a Spider-Man and it means nothing. Okay.
The number 58.
Yeah.
It's got the pretty label.
Pretty label. I mean, they did good. This is a $50 book. And then this one I thought Taylor might be interested.
I hate those labels from CGC. I hate all of them.
Oh, no, that's not true. I normally agree with you, Taylor, but I have to disagree. The sci-fi ones.
I don't know if I've seen the sci-fi ones because nobody else I know gets sci-fi slabbed.
What about the one where they're ripping apart?
Oh, yeah. I did. I got some Mystery in Space and Strange Adventures back the other day, and I actually, because normally I'm vehemently against paying $5 more, which is almost 25%. A surcharge just to get some character printed on the label. But these ones, they have a science fiction that's not tied to Marvel or DC. That's a woman. It's done by some Florida art students or something, and some of the funds go to support the art school. But it's like a woman with a bubble helmet fighting a tentacle space monster.
All right,
and
fair enough.
No,
it looks fucking phenomenal.
Now, Taylor, let me know.
I'll
put this one to the side for you, Taylor. I'm not keeping it, so it's not going to go in a mystery box. I don't care about it. It's not an expensive book, but.
Oh, nice. I've already got it, though. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just figured it's the Sandman book, and there was a 9.4. It's not not an expensive.
That's the Orpheus special.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Those sci-fi labels are not too bad.
Oh, hang on. I'm beginning, Rob. Hang on. I'm getting there.
I'm pretty pumped for the Sandman series.
Me too. We'll see how they.
Yeah. So
this is only they'll mess it up. Book. I mean, for $120, I thought for fun, why not?
Those are not. All right, Rob. I'll give you those.
They're not bad, and so I was willing to spend.
Let's see it again. Let me see it again, Rob. Hold it up close. Sorry, I know I saw it when you. I thought those were cool.
Yeah, it's like Ringling College or something. Is what
I'm not sure, but I dug it, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just for my sci-fi books like this, like my Buck Rogers and my Mystery in Space and stuff with these bubble helmets and stuff. It's like, and I got one of the books that came back was like they were fighting a tentacle monster too with bubble helmets and stuff. And it was like, fuck, so awesome. I was like, well, dude, that's just great.
Did I really see one that the other day was a Spider-Man book? And it was the one where he rips apart Spider-Man, whatever, Venom, or whoever. And the 9.8 that was on the actual thing was ripped apart with the hands on there.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, damn, that's cool. I
just some of the Marvel ones I just really kind of question, like aside from of course the price on them. The $5 label is a little bit crazy, but
I mean I'm a cranky fuck. I think all the
extras are
slabs are ugly.
I'm glad
if I were to choose how to display comics, it wouldn't be in a slab at all. I mean, I understand the protection, I understand the grading, I get all that, but I would just rather have a wooden frame comic. Happiness.
Hey, my first version of the wall, I just had nothing but facsimiles.
Yeah.
Dropped in top loaders.
Nice.
And the top loaders were stuck to the wall with command strips.
Nice.
That was my very first version of the wall.
Speaking of facsimiles, I saw a Reddit post where a guy's like, hey, check out the stuff I got. And there's 2 Ultimate Fallout 4s.
Oh, God.
And he thought they were, the originals, but they were facsimiles.
And he paid too much for them, I'm sure.
He paid cover. So
at least somebody didn't rip them off.
You can't bitch then.
Yeah.
Because there's people who are getting ripped off being buying
$100.
Two sold on
eBay for $300 each, and then somebody has one back from CGC already.
And the CGC didn't catch it. CGC didn't catch it,
Yeah.
and so it's not labeled as a facsimile.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
there's
I'm still
also
waiting.
a New Mutants 98 facsimile that's out there too that CGC did that
Yeah.
they didn't catch,
Yeah.
which is worse considering that the original
$3.99.
it wasn't the price difference and stuff is
Yeah.
pretty egregious. But
Yeah.
this
I've got an original first print Ultimate Fallout 4 at CBTS, and the rest of my crap is still waiting. And so thank you, Marvel, for tanking the value of that. Well,
Yeah.
well,
yeah.
no, the value of the original is still
I mean,
still
it's
high.
dipped a couple hundred, but
It's about 750.
It jumped back up
750
again.
right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
I'm
second-
sure it will. I mean, I
Because
know
even
it's
the
also-
second print is up. The second print has gone up too.
I've got
Yeah,
two
I
of
know.
the.
I
I've
sold
got.
2 of those like
I've
9
got
months
a-
ago for dirt cheap, and I'm sad about it. But whatever.
I've got a
no one should be buying
9.4.
for reading.
I got a 9.4 second print, and then I've got the white one, the white second print, and that's just not been graded.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
I bought it for like $100, I think.
The crazy thing is, I was looking today, and I was like, "Oh, I might have to actually pull one of my X-Men #1 facsimiles out and send it in for grading, just because the fuckers at 9.8 are going for over $150." And I'm like,
Yeah.
I have
Well,
a few.
if that's the case, then
The comic shop.
it might be time to pull one out and
Yeah. To make some money.
Cosmic
my Hulk
Cosmic
181.
Comics. Yeah, Cosmic Comics in Vegas still has facsimiles of most everything still available.
Yeah,
A few are gone.
Do you,
I
do you
picked up
think
a
that's,
bunch.
you think
I'm
that's
like, I don't-
because people like to display like
Yep.
the graded slab? Because you could obviously display a facsimile on its own, like
Yeah.
Taylor's suggesting, in a frame. But
I think it's some of it's that, some of it's people they'll get the book just because they know. I'm never going to own
Yep.
an
The original,
AF-15, right?
yeah,
I mean, I
But
bought
I
one
have,
copy.
but I have an AF-15 facsimile,
Yeah.
and
I buy it if I could find a facsimile for cheap. I'll buy it for a lot.
I need that one. I don't have the AF-15. If there is a facsimile, I don't have that one.
yeah, there is a facsimile. I got
I've
it.
been slowly picking up them as I can find them for cover price.
Yeah,
Oh, here's a question coming out in the next big spec book. Since I wasn't able to get the free comic book day, House of Slaughter, what is that going to be? Is that just Something's Killing Children Part 3 or 4?
Well,
Well,
Eddie, I've gotten a free comic book day one. I'll send you.
Yeah, I just wanted to read. Since I haven't been able to read, I was curious what the point of the book is.
Have you read the original?
continuing
series?
the story.
I read some of the Something's Killing the Children one,
Get
yeah,
more
but I haven't
money.
gone through
Because
it all.
it's just branching the universe out.
Yeah.
Although
What's the reason for having Action Comics and Superman Man of Steel and Batman and Robin and Batman the Adventures and Batman the
Kind
the
of spent
third
a little
wheel.
bit on. I kind of spent a little on that one. I have a remarked one coming from somebody. I've got the Art Germ one that went on sale today.
Yeah, that's what they're
counting.
counting.
Just to,
Everybody's gonna get hyped from all the
Yep.
Somebody's Killing the Children. So this one now they can ramp up and they're gonna have a night. They're gonna
Yeah, they got
Everyone's
500,000 pre-orders on it already.
we
so-
buy a
Yeah.
billion for #1s because this one might be the next one that goes up
Yeah.
big. And
I
sorry,
don't have
you're
any.
already
I have
too
no.
late.
I have 0 remarked books, so I figured it's not a bad one to have. So
marks are fun.
oh, yeah.
I don't. I used to have. I had the. I've never had a. I've had one remarked book. It was nothing I would ever want to keep, so I got rid of it. It just wasn't my thing. So
Also, I don't think there's anything original in that Enter the House of Slaughter free comic book day. I think it's just cobbled together from.
okay,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
all. I'm just saying. No, I've gone to all the comic shops down in Vegas. They still had some of the free comic stuff there, but
Yeah.
none of them
Yeah,
had
dude,
that.
I've got one set aside for you. I just
Cool.
when I
The,
ship you a box out, I'll get it over to you.
Yeah.
Along with the Captain Marvel 18, a Cable #5.
Oh God. Yeah. I sent out Jason's. I've been holding on to a lot of the books I sent Jason this week. After I sent him a box along with the 2. It was all the stuff I've been holding for him this whole time. I just shoved it in that box.
On a related note, Something's Killed the Children. If anybody wants the Dallas Fan Expo foil variant limited to 300, I have one coming. So
Oh, nice.
that's about a
Oh.
$300 book though.
Eddie, I do have all those facsimiles. I just put them on my pull list, and I just get them as they come in, and I put them in a box, and I have probably like half a short box full of facsimiles right now. But
Yeah, I buy a
But
bunch
they're
of those.
cool.
I mean, honestly, they're the price of a latte.
right, they're you're paying cover price for a book. But as far as a book goes, I mean, when am I going to sit down and read Detective Comics 27? When am I going to sit down and read, some of these books, or even get a chance to look at them? Even if I had one in my hand, I'm not going to flip through a Fantastic Four #1. So it's like,
Mhm.
I'll grab them. I take a look at them, go through them, and go, oh yeah, that's kind of cool, and then put them in Mylar and stick them in my box. And
Yeah, I bought
when I look every once in a while and I see something like the Hulk 181 or some of the ones where I know they might even go like the Hulk 181s, the X-Men ones, the Fantastic Four ones. Those I usually buy like 2 copies of, and then I just stick them in the box and then hey,
yeah,
great.
all the Hulk 181 sold out. All I have is the one that Spider-Man booth was peddling.
Oh,
True Believer one. Yeah, I don't have the Hulk.
no.
I don't have the Hulk 181 one. I have that other reprint
4
of it.
copies?
The older.
I don't know.
I have the older reprint of that one that they did. I don't know. They did. I had it from when I first collected, but it's kind of an odd looking book. But I think it's a reprint of it. This cover is exactly the same.
That's
the
actually
Hulk
one of my few
181
slabs.
Huh?
I was gonna say that's one of the few slabs that I actually own. Is that facsimile Hulk 181?
Nice.
Yeah,
Somebody
they did a fax recently. 2019 they started doing. 2019 they did a whole Incredible Hulk 1, which I picked up, and then they did the 181 in 2019 as well. I got 4 copies of that.
Yeah, those have all sold out.
And then the 180 and the 182 got done last year in 2020.
Yeah, so the 181 and 182 sold out. I didn't get those at Cosmic, but I think I picked up the Black Knight, the first appearance of Deadpool, since I sold mine for nothing, and the and some of the other, and the X-Men one. The X-Men.
That it's just 3 facsimiles. One of them is got a different cover, so you can't call it a facsimile.
Yeah,
because it's one of them has an limited Adi Granov cover.
I just think they're neat. I'm not going to worry about it. I picked up a few here and there.
No, they are fun. I gotta go back in and redo my inventory because I was looking at today at them and I was like, well, I can't find my Son of Satan in my inventory, which means I didn't scan it when I checked it in. But I was like, pick up
inventory.
I can't remember if you said before. What do you use?
Collector Z or
CZ, whatever.
Yeah, CZ. So I use both. I have I do this dual subscription package bundle deal that they have. So I have the mobile app, and I use the web browser as well. For managing my stuff.
Yeah, are you using that too, Chip? I thought so I've been using Stash My Comics, which is a free site, but it's kind of a dying site because it's completely like volunteer driven now, and so like the books that come out on Wednesday, they're not in the system usually for a week later. Like before, it was always on the ball, but the owner of it just doesn't. I don't know. He just lets it run. And I know like someone actually I was talking to, they wanted to buy the site, but the guy wouldn't sell it. So. But so I've been thinking about switching to, and the only other options you have to pay for. So I was like, oh, maybe I should pony up for it.
These are what you do have to pay for it, but I mean, the double subscription is like $34 a year or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's expensive.
It all depends, but I like it. I mean, it's not 100% perfect. I mean, there are times that I get books that, especially with store exclusives, that and low print runs that they aren't in there right now. And there's been a lot of, I've noticed lately, there's some cleanup that needs to be done. There's like a lot of, because there's so many variants and sometimes they're not in there. So many people then start adding stuff manually, and then and they don't put full descriptions and stuff in there. And then all of a sudden it becomes kind of a little bit of a mess. Yeah.
Right.
So sometimes I do have to wait a little bit to scan things in to do it, but it's still hands down the best that I have seen of any of them, considering what they have to do, and they're doing, and you get good communication from them. I mean, there's like updates, at least once a month.
That's good
to the stuff, because they also do. They have their they use the same platform for multiple collectors things. So they do a movies one, a video games one, all these different collectors things that you could potentially want to do. And then so there'll be updates to the platform overall, and then there's specific updates to the individual, apps, whether it's the comic-based one or whatever. The biggest thing's been funny is like they recently opened up a Facebook group that's them, and right now the owner or the president or whatever, I don't know what his role is, him and a bunch of other people, they're on there and they're talking with people, and it is funny, everyone's bitching about the same thing. They all complain about the price, the values. It's like it's an integration with Go Collect, and you're going to get what
awful. Yeah,
and that's what it is. But
existing.
Yeah, but you know what? People, what do you want? It's like if you don't like it, don't ignore, don't put in grades for your books, your raw books.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
If you say, well, it doesn't align to my raw books, well, then great, then don't put a value in because it's not graded.
Yeah.
Plus,
it's good for estimating, and that's about it.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to know. You have to know when you look at it that, hey, this is that's a grade for a graded book potentially.
Yeah.
And even then, Go Collect's not great. So go drill in and look at the data itself and understand why is it like this? Because everyone was bitching about like ASM 75, how it jumped from $100 to $1,000 overnight, and it's like, well, yeah, you go look at the data, and it's because there was one piece of bad data that got entered in there. And if you read their website, they manually review these things. They get flagged, and it'll get corrected. And sure enough, this week, that if you were ran your values, all of a sudden that issue ASM 75, your value on it just went down $975. And it's like, did it really go down? No, it just never should have gone up $1,050. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, values on those sites they're nice. They're really just for estimation, like for maybe even assurance purposes if you insure. But when it comes to anything else, you should be checking eBay last sold. So or wherever.
So the theory is with Go Collect, right? They're gathering data on.
Now, is that just slabbed Go Collect?
Yeah, Go Collect is looking at slabbed books, and they're looking at CGC and CBCS sales on eBay, Heritage, and a couple other sites, and then they're bringing that data in, and they're looking and they're tracking that data, and then based on those sales, that's how their formula is then calculated as to what the over a certain period of time what the current fair market value is. Now they used to run where it was based on like a 90-day or longer average, and they brought that in and reduced it because the market was moving so fast this past year and stuff that you'd be looking at books that were like the fair market value listing was nowhere near what the reality is that it's selling for is. Right. And there still is that case in many instances. But
yeah, it's sort of like, why would you you look at Key Collect and Key Collector and their values are all nuts too. Like no one can keep up.
Yeah, but so it's one of these things where like if you are if you have the integration and you you pay for the service with Go Collect 2, then you can do some other things. So like here, Eddie, I'm going to share my screen for a second just to be able to.
Gotcha. Hey, worked on the first shop, dude.
So if I was going to this Savage She-Hulk, right? Oops, you got to bring it in, Eddie.
What do I do?
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me redo this again. Share.
There's nothing up on my thing.
Right, I know there wasn't right now. There was. Okay, now bring it in. There you go. Right, so if I'm looking at this She-Hulk, right? This is the one where right now it says it's at $450 is the fair market value. If I click on that and launch to Go Collect, and it still shows at $450, right? But because I pay for Go Collect 2, I can drill down and I can see what makes that up. And now I can see the last sales, right? And I can see the last sale on eBay in September 3rd was $850. There was one that was listed at $850, but they negotiated it down. I don't know what they negotiated it down to necessarily, but this is what they were asking. There was a 727 sale, 680 sales, 552. So you can see how it ramps up and how it has changed since,
So this is what CZ and Go Collect together.
Yeah. So I mean, with CZ, you're going to get just the Go Collect part. This part here, And
Oh,
if you click on it, it would go to launch the window.
you
But
pay
you're
for
just
it.
but you're just going to get this. You can't without paying Go Collect. You don't get the ability to drill down and then run in and do their modeling. So like within here, they're only reporting the blue labels right here. But I could go into it and I could go to the analyzer and I can tell it to sit here and say, okay, no, I have a signed copy, so I want to look at a signature series or not restored, just straight signature series, or I want to look at restored books, right? But if I went
Yeah.
to signature series on here, now I can hit submit, and then it'll bring up for me any sales on a signature, which there won't be for this one because John Byrne doesn't sign fucking shit. So this was a bad example, but you can but you would be able to bring up the signed examples of when they were and look at them and see what those sales were, and you can even go and look at the listing itself. So
Gotcha.
if it was an eBay one, so like this I go back to the come on.
What's that? Well, has anybody heard what the program that I forgot the name of the site? I never looked at it, but that Very Gary uses a different one, I guess. I forgot
this-
the FMV. No.
I know what you're talking about. I can't. No,
CLG, I think.
He used. I just forgot what it was.
CP. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is how I found like the one time the New Mutants 98 book, because I had gone to my New Mutants 98, New Mutants Volume 1, my 98, which is the facsimile, and when I went,
analysis, GPA.
yeah, GPA. That's what it is.
Okay.
And when I came here and I'd seen like there was like one that was listed here at one point that was like now they've removed it, looks like, which was good. But there was one that was like listed at like $400 or something, and like when you looked at it, you realized when you were able to go to the actual listing, that's where you found that, oh, look at that, the book wasn't listed as a facsimile. This one here says facsimile, but when you looked at it, it didn't have that wording on there, and because you could go look at the actual listing.
Yeah, I think I did get that. That facsimile I have. I don't have the Hulk or the 181 or 182. Those I don't know. I thought they were neat, even though I might slab the X-Men #1 just to have it done. I'll never get a #1, so
Yeah.
for giggles, I bought a few of that. I think it did.
Well, all you do is win the Powerball. That's no big deal.
My wife,
That's easy enough.
my wife keeps on trying. She drives down. You had to drive to Arizona, cross the state line to buy her lottery tickets, come back. She's only half an hour away to work from Arizona, from the place they sell it from, so it isn't that bad. I think the most we've won yet is like $12.
Well,
I've won better in Vegas, so that sounds bad, but
yeah, there's your odds of winning the lottery like 1 in 300 million, dude. It's not
yeah,
good.
I figured. Well, guys, it is almost 9 o'clock, and I'm going to bed soon. So
Yeah,
let's
sounds
go
good.
through.
All right.
See who wants to. Let's see. What do you got going on, Taylor?
Oh, tomorrow. Well, on Tuesday I'll be doing a review-ish of Bunny Mask, and at some point I'm talking on Promiscuous Time Travelers channel about that too. Wednesday's my comic review thing. Thursday I'm on some show with some guys. The hot seat. So
Yep.
that's all I got. That's all I got.
It's a medieval torture show.
Yeah.
Rob, go.
Monday mail call. I get a bunch of gold and silver age books this week, and including some of the worst packaging you ever seen in your life. And on Tuesday, Sidekicks.comics will be celebrating the end of the Nick Spencer run on Amazing Spider-Man and discussing where we hope, what our hopes and dreams are for the future of the ASM run, with a special guest coming on who's not been part of the normal community that you guys have had, so somebody new. And Thursday I'm dropping my CG. There'll be a CGC unboxing video, all bunch of GI Joes.
G.I. Joe.
Then Saturday Slab Hub, we got Nick's Kicks and Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What do you got?
And I dropped a video today, and I don't know if I'm doing anything this week. So
That will be kind of there. Okay, Chip, you're up.
I'm going to start kicking off and doing my coffee and a comic again.
Nice.
I'm going to change it up a little bit and give a little more depth instead of like a 1 minute thing. I'm going to do a little bit longer and a couple minutes. And that's it. And then Saturday banter. That's all I really do, and just hang out with you guys. So
Nice.
You
that's
should
my
also
life.
make a 15-second version of it that you can put on shorts and your reels.
So Las
I
Cruces,
was doing shorts for YouTube and reels on Instagram, but
we
it
need, to
messes
get,
with the algorithm.
we need to get Las Cruces a camera because he's always here. He's got to join one of these years. I know he's got
Why?
some. He has a ton of freaking books.
Yeah, it does.
Las Cruces is hiding in New Mexico. He's part of the witness relocation group.
Yeah,
And if he
yeah,
came
yeah, yeah.
on,
He's got a
people
certain
would
warrior.
identify him,
Yeah.
and then we'd all be in trouble.
Well, if
We
that's
got
the
you in
case,
the
he's not-
jitterbug, Cam.
See, if that's the case, he's not actually in New
Sure he
Mexico.
did.
Then that's just a
That's right.
reflection.
That's true.
It's just what he
Yeah.
always says,
Yeah,
Yeah.
make you think he's there.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
really working at a Cinnabon in Nebraska.
Yeah.
As far as I know,
Cinnabon.
next week, same time, same channel. Jason said he's coming on. We'll have to bug him. He messaged me while we're sitting here. But other than that, guys, have a nice night. I have videos going out on Wednesday and Thursday. Things are getting slower. Have a nice night.
Have a nice night.
Au
Bye, guys.
revoir, bon
See y'all later.
voyage, arrivederci, on se